Hello, Downey. This is your Mayor, Claudia Fermetta, and I'm coming to you with a reminder. I know that we have faced a very challenging time over these last 18 months, and as we've turned the corner, we are in a juncture at this point in time. The vaccination rate for our community, it stands 16 years of age and older. It is now 69.5%. For our community residents 65 years of age and older, it is now 89.3%. While those numbers are good, Downey, I invited our community partners from Kaiser Permanente Medical Center and PIH Downey Hospital to join me today in a message of collaboration and in a message to let you know, Downey, that we can do better. We are facing another pandemic of the unvaccinated. Our hospitals have been working diligently over the past 18 months. As you know, our healthcare community is tired. We are all tired. It's been a long process. Our business community, many shutdowns, reopenings. Our schools are about to come back in person, and we need you. We need you to make the right choice, make the right decision. Over the last few weeks, we have seen an increase in the numbers of infections and hospitalizations. And these numbers are all due to unvaccinated individuals. Let's take a pause and let's think about what this means for our community, for our healthcare community, for the return to normalcy, for the city and the communities around us. Well, we have a choice to make. It is important to remember that we have to collectively move forward together. And that it's up to you if and when Downey returns to a full sense of normalcy. I would like to introduce to you two phenomenal individuals that are part of our healthcare community and our healthcare partners. To my right is Dr. James Lee. He is the medical director and cardiovascular surgeon for Kaiser Permanente Downey. To my left, I have Dr. Kevin Andrews. He's the medical director for the emergency department at PIH Downey Hospital. Dr. Lee, would you please join me and say a few words to our community?
So good afternoon, Downey, and thank you very much, Madam Mayor, not just for your commitment to all of our residents here, but for your advocacy, always planning ahead, and especially making it a priority of public safety. Last fall, our mayor invited me to talk to all of you and connect and ask something so hard for all of our families, which was not to spend time with any of them during Christmas, New Year, and the holidays. Yes, the pandemic has worn on. And yes, over the past year, many of us are fatigued, anxious. It's not just in healthcare, but it's everywhere else, as our mayor has alluded to. And so what we want to do is replenish your energy. And how to do that is to be able to spend time with families. The only way to do that is for all of you to get vaccinated. We need each and every one of you to be vaccinated. All of our medical centers have enough supply to take care of each and every one of you so that this fall, this winter, this Christmas, this New Year, this holiday, you can spend time with one another. Over 90% of the patients at Kaiser Permanente Downey right now are unvaccinated, and we have had an increase of up to 75%. Those patients who have been vaccinated, their disease burden has actually been much more mild, and they've all recovered. So we need your help. We need your help to get vaccinated. We need your help to protect your families. And we need your help so that we can all replenish our energy by spending time with those we care about, especially this fall. I really want to thank the mayor for giving me a chance and giving all of us a chance to share our thoughts with all of you. Good afternoon and thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Lee. It is also my pleasure to have here with us our fire chief for the city of Downey, Fire Chief Dan Herlock. Thank you, Fire Chief, for joining us this afternoon. Our fire department continues to be fully staffed and continues to ensure that the calls, the 911 calls that our community receives are responded to effectively and efficiently. I want to thank him for his support as his office oversees the emergency management office for the city of Downey. And we continue to be fully prepared as this pandemic continues with PPE, with masks for our firefighters and other individuals across our city staff and our law enforcement. And we continue to follow the protocols that we must continue to follow. At this time, I would like to invite to say a few words Dr. Kevin Andrews, Medical Director for the Emergency Department of PIH Downey Hospital. Dr. Andrews.
Thank you, Mayor. As an emergency physician and medical director for the emergency department at PIH Health Downey Hospital, I saw firsthand the suffering and loss of life that affected our community this winter. And it's important that as a community, we do not let that happen again. Now is the time to get vaccinated. If you haven't been vaccinated, please consider getting vaccinated as soon as possible. Do it to protect your children, your parents, your neighbors, your coworkers. Do it to protect those who have medical conditions that prevent them from getting vaccinated or prevent the vaccine from being as effective. In the last few weeks, we've seen an abrupt rise in the number of cases of COVID coming through the ED. We've seen an abrupt rise of hospitalizations for patients affected by COVID-19. And the majority of these cases are patients who have not gotten vaccinated. So again, now is the time to get vaccinated. We can't let this disease impact our community the way that it did this past winter. Thank you, Mayor. Thank you, Dr. Lee. And thank you, Chief.
Thank you to our community partners, our amazing healthcare partners, Kaiser Permanente, Downey, and PIH Downey Hospital, for all they continue to do. We recently at City Hall came back from being virtual. And before doing that, we held a small ceremony outside City Hall to remember the lives taken by COVID-19. Over 300 members of our community here in Downey died as a result of this pandemic. Downey, we cannot continue to let that happen. The efficacy of the vaccines is high, and there is no reason why our community and our community members would continue to suffer because of the lack of not getting a vaccine. There is plenty of supply, and we need to be able to move forward together. I want to thank you all for continuing to do the right thing. And I want to thank our healthcare community for continuing to keep our community healthy and safe. Downey, please take care of yourself. Let's do the right thing. I look forward to continuing to serve you. Thank you for allowing me to do that this year. Stay safe, and we will see you soon.